Today should hopefully be pretty short. I want to try to get it done under an hour.
Hope so.
Because it looks like it's just going to be the three of us.
I wrote Mitya.
This is interesting. You guys want to hear an update? Huh. Oh, there we go. Somebody. Oh, there we go. Everybody's piling in.
Mitya would be here in 5 minutes.
Five minutes. Okay. We could switch things around, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah, let's wait a couple minutes. There are a few more people should join.
Where's the music, by the way?
We can't figure it
Bring
out.
yours.
With all the techies around, we still can't figure out how to put the music on.
Why 5? Why not 3?
5 minutes, you mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Good number, 5 minutes. It's, no.
7, then better. Probably, or 8.
You should have just said soon.
You know, it's Russian song called 5 minutes.
No.
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
Hey, music.
Yes.
Yes.
So we can sing it
Yeah,
while
totally.
waiting.
It's from Carnival Story. Oh. I don't know how it's in English.
Guys, can't do the video today. I'm driving, so I'll switch off not to be insecure.
Sure. Is Mitya here?
I would start. I wouldn't wait for Mitya because he's not first on the agenda, right?
He is first on the agenda. Well, I mean, I'll get the updates out of the way, but I don't want to, have a. Well, we can always have Nikita go if Mitya's not here in time. Okay, I mean, we can start. I don't have a problem with that. Okay, so hi everyone. Welcome back to our weekly call. This is update number 40. So I think we might actually make it under an hour today, hopefully. Like always, we'll have a Q&A at the end. And please, except for Alex, if you can turn on your cameras, we'd all love to see your bright, beautiful smiles. Don't be shy, right? Okay, so We've been mostly on a techie trend the last few weeks of these updates, and I think we're going to continue with that trend. So I'll get just general updates out of the way, and then we'll get right into it. And we'll also have a presentation today regarding the development of our website, which is long been awaited. So, okay, let's start first with new proposals that passed. So first we have Lumi wallet that just passed. There was an error made in YPO contest number 2.0. There was a mix-up with the amount of tokens and rewards. There was a proposal made, and that passed. CEX.io requested their second batch of tokens against a report that they made on their first KPI, and everything works. I'm going to give them a little plug. They have a staking promotion for the month of February at 20% annual percentage yield. So if you haven't tried it, try it. It does work. I know that for a fact. Xangle or Zangle, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, which is a really, really good proposal in my humble opinion. That also passed. Then there's one proposal that's still lacking just one vote away from passing, is Art Erotic Challenge. Who doesn't like erotic? I mean, come on. They have about 4 more hours to go. So if you haven't had a chance to vote, please do so. Okay. So as far as for those that have passed or will pass, we're going to try to get the tokens out to you this week. We're going to try to schedule that today for the end of the week, hopefully. Okay, we'll try our darndest to do that. And along with those, we're also going to try to send tokens out for the next batch of Magister Ludi vesting stakes, which are ready, and also for initial members for their February monthly vesting periods. Okay, so that should pretty much do it for me. Not much else I can talk about. So we're going to get to tech updates. I asked Mitya, I asked him, what does he mean by tech updates? He said, that's what I meant. So typical Mitya. So if Mitya's here, is he? He's not. Okay, so what we do have is Nikita with us. He will talk to us about what's going on with our new website. Please give us some good news. Seriously, we've been waiting and waiting. Are you with us, Nikita?
Yeah, Nikita just left. Actually,
I scared him.
Yeah, sure. Actually, I think when you're talking about our, it's
He's here.
Really?
Here.
No, I don't see his mic. So I don't think that
Yeah.
they're good naming like our website, because there's no
Okay, sorry.
one
Yeah.
website.
Yeah.
So there's
The
number of
community,
websites.
yes,
Yeah,
the community
community.
website. Yes, the community website, the Free TON website. Yeah, there's going to be a new Free TON website. Oh, there's Nikita.
Yeah, wrong. Yeah. Hi. Sorry, I just I was too excited that you called me out and disconnected. Yeah. So I just wanted to say that, as everybody knows, that web and design sub-governance is now under reformation, and there are people that are working on reforming it. And while the web design sub-governance is being reformed, it doesn't mean that there's no work to be done. So some group of initiative people from the web and design sub-governance decided to join forces and launch the website that we have been developing for the last couple of months. And we have the layout already done, and I hope that in a couple of days we will see it live. And when maybe in the nearest future, the web and design sub-governance will start functioning maybe as it should be, then we hope that this web governance would just take it from there. Otherwise, again, there are people in the community that want work to be done, and they don't need some governances and some incentives just to sit down and just work. So we hope that it will be done. The same thing that you see on the beta page will soon be launched on the main address,
And
of course, with the participation of all the main people from TON Labs and all other guys that for not to be a surprise for anybody. But we hope that we'll
Yeah.
get it finished this week.
Yeah, Nikita. I mean, I actually we talked about it a long time ago. For that, there was idea to change website for community one. The problem I see is still that there should be some refactoring to be done, because I don't think that it is wise to have on Freeton.org not open source website. So that's, I think, the main.
It is open source. Everything that actually the layout of the website is kindly provided by Michael Kabanov to GitHub, so everybody can take it from there, and anything that will be written above it will be also available on GitHub, so anybody can take it from there and propose anything. So everything is open source, everything is GitHub. Anyone who wants to join can join, and all the links will be provided. So that's what we talked about, Pavel, with you. Everything will be open source, and it already is now.
Okay, great. And what about, I mean, you kind of plan for weapon design, because it was stopped now almost a month ago. So I thought that you had some meetings. What are, I mean, current? What are the current status of community group behind weapon design?
Actually, now I watch carefully. The idea is now people join, and other people who wanted to join before now have a chance to join. And now people are deciding what to do next, what's the purpose of the sub-governance, and what are the priorities, because maybe the priorities we had before had some has some flaws that will be fixed now. So now the people are writing the document and trying to agree with everybody what should be done in the first place, in the second place, and so on. So now the sub-government is trying to figure out a plan that is meant to solve current problems. Because again, there was from the community, there was, I mean, from all other stuff that people didn't like about web governance, one of the main, like, strategic high-level stuff that people said that are the contests of the sub-governance were not, like, were made, but were not very, I would say, useful. They were good, but they were not like something that we couldn't live without. Because the stuff regarding the maybe logos and maybe stuff for the website, something like that, were much more urgent than, for example, greeting cards. I mean, greeting cards is great and videos are fantastic, but we had some stuff more important than that. And now the community is now the people in the chat of web designs try to figure out what should be done in the first place, much more important than maybe the greeting cards and all other stuff. And when people get to an agreement, maybe we'll in nearest future have this sub-governance reformed. But now people are discussing and people are working. So yeah, because discussion for some people doesn't stop the work. That's what I want to say.
Yeah, my view that since at the moment activity in weapon design is quite limited, so I think that worries me personally a lot. That when you say that we will move a website, but then, I mean, there should be a group of people supporting it because there will be updates in content there. So I'm worrying about it as well. Moreover, when this activity, sorry, just give me 1 minute. So when this activity started, there were no other websites in community. Now we have tens of different websites, and some of them are quite nice. I mean, probably they look nicer than this one particular beta website. So, I mean, again, I know that we had those discussions before. So I think that Web Design should think about a much broader idea of supporting different website, not only about some particular selected one. So
I agree
really
with you.
hope that I really hope that you will come with some plan, including everyone, including guys who are developing their websites, including guys who are developing a local website like French one, Mexican, Korean. So you can include those guys into this subgraph as well, because
of course, because the next thing that I really want to integrate in our website is the ability, is the function of different languages. So we will have first all major languages of Freeton. So, for example, if we will have, the French language, we will of course ask the French community to provide the content, because we cannot provide the content for the French community without French language without the French community. The same as Korea, the same as China, the same as Spanish, German. All
oh, it's a different idea. It's not about asking other communities to translate some specific website. It's about adding adding those guys into the process, so they will be able to develop their own direction.
Oh yeah.
They will be able to.
So again, we have now two chats of web design sub-governance, because the first one had one global chat and people kept speaking Russian. And after a million times that Ron and I told everybody to speak English, it's really hard to make hundreds of people speak English. So now there's a Russian chat and an English chat, so people can join there, for the ease of communication. Maybe in future there will be more. So everybody's welcome to join and join forces, because we can have a lot of sites. And I agree with you, because the community can do whatever it wants. The only thing I want to say that before, I think that we tried to do the website like a lot of people spent a little bit of time each and launch the website, and it did work out. And I believe that it needs just a small amount of people, but each one who dedicates much more time to the website. That's why some people decided to provide much more time of their day to to launch the website. Now we hope we'll get it done. Maybe in the future we will start working in the way that a lot of people spend each little time, and we will have our web and this, web resources developing. But now we have to, the first step is actually became much harder than we thought. But again, everybody's welcome to join. Everybody's welcome to propose anything that we can do. And I think there are a lot of active people. There are a lot of I see talented people that can draw, that can create user experience. So I don't see anything
Nikita,
wrong.
my point is that now active people in current say community are those who were somehow involved in creating this particular website, but there are many other people who are doing their own websites and they are not involved in that community. So I think that you should try to include them as well, actively include, not just saying like we're doing our version, and I mean whoever wants to participate, you can probably ask.
I can. The only thing I can do, I can post a link to maybe the forum and say again, please guys, please join. Yeah, or no.
Yeah, because again, the idea is that it should be different websites should be supported, because it's diversity idea, and of course you cannot do people.
But actually, a lot of new people joined. A lot of new people joined after I made my proposal to reform the sub-governance. Actually, a lot of new people joined after my post on the forum. A lot of new people joined this governance. Actually, it was a surprise for me. So most of them Russian speaking, but again, the more international people we have, the better. So again. I will again write on the forum, maybe write another chat. So guys, there's an international chat for web and design governance. Please join. Let's join forces.
Yeah, again,
I
guys
think
guys who did French website, Mexican, Korean. So please ask them also to participate, because
I think
should-
somebody wants to add to this. He's got his hand up. DarkWing Duck.
Yes.
I'm never
I-
gonna stop calling you DarkWing Duck.
Yes, okay, it's good. So I want to say that yes, it's a good idea, and I want to say that in SMM we start to work on this idea with Sergey Zaitsev from TON Labs. He also wrote us about creating such working group, such group of people who and system which help us to translate services and projects in free tone to native languages for different in different languages and for different countries. And we have a call about this, and we started to talk about this, about translating interfaces and so on, about system, about algorithms of this process. So I guess that in some kind of partnership and so on, we can work on this question together. So we just have this session about 2-3 days ago. So that's why I think that we can work together. So in this question.
Again, that will be great. I'm open for any activity. Sorry, I'm without the camera because I'm now on the road. Again, I can write me anywhere, and I'll be glad to join forces.
Okay, if it's comfortable for you, you can join SMM International Group and write there about this. And
I'll write you personally. Okay, I'll write you in Telegram directly, and we will discuss it.
Okay, so and on the next session about this system, about this translation system, we can discuss this together with Sergey and so on.
Guys, I just want to say that why don't we create contests like D-support or something like that by a knowledge of D-stats and other. I think that this idea will be much better to implement in any governance, in any task, I can say.
You're talking about websites? Yes, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. So we should make a contest for probably different types of websites, because there are community websites, there are information, news agency websites. So we can say it could be general contest, or it could be category contest, where we can and not to do it in a week, but we can say like in a month, because people can start upgrading their websites. They can start adding more content for competition. So that's, I think, the most decentralized idea for web and design sub-governance. I think we should follow, not to focus only on one website creation.
I think what Roman was referring to was running it as we had some issues before where people came, did specific types of work, and then requested tokens in hindsight. And I think what Roman's saying is maybe there's a way to do, and we said follow the logic of the decentralized support contests, in that you basically run a contest for work that has been performed. Everybody provides what they've done as a submission, and people come and vote on what's already been done. And he's saying that maybe that's how we.
Yes, absolutely correct. To make a contest after, not before. That's what I wanted to say.
Which I would say after? Probably, yeah. I would.
Wait a second.
Oh, look who's here. Mitya, go ahead.
No. Yeah, just in around the content, I just wanted to add that I had an interview yesterday with Basic Block in Russian podcast, and the guys, Alexander and Sergey, they told me that when they had to prepare for a podcast, they had to like go and learn about Freeton, and they couldn't really find a non-marketing, technical, straight to the point information about what Freeton is. We're still lacking that information, despite the fact that we have a wiki. But the problem with the materials we have is they're all kind of marketing materials. When we talk about developers that joining the network or people from the crypto community technical side, they have the allergy for this kind of material, and I understand them because I have the same. Like if I go to the project website and I don't see a clear technical explanation in no marketing terms what this project is about, what is unique about that, what the main idea, I kind of close the website and never come back to that again, more or less. So if we want a serious developers community to work with Freeton, to find interest in Freeton without investing huge amount of mental power into learning what it really is, what we have currently in terms of the content around Freeton does not answer this need, does not answer this particular requirement. So to the contest part, and I think that this is something we can run a contest for, definitely. But just running a contest and say in the backward, okay, this site did a great job, I don't think it's a good idea. So if you have some requirement, particular requirement for a contest, then why not to run a contest, right? And if you don't, then what the contest is about.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I get the same. I get the same questions sent to me all the time. Just yesterday.
Actually, there's no difference. I mean, if you have clear requirements, then I mean, it doesn't matter whether participants made something in advance or doing it during the contest. The time should be enough to allow people do it like almost from scratch. So in that respect, if you do it like for one day, and then everybody understands.
Pash, please talk to the microphone.
Sorry. Yeah, if you do it if you do time for a contest like for one day, then people understand that contest kind of for only those who were prepared and kind of knew about it in advance, which is not fair. So time should be enough. If we would like to support some website or some content, then we should have this period for I think a month at least. But that's again, we need to have general contest for support different websites, not only one.
I also think, and I expressed that in the latest edition of the BFT governance protocol, that this kind of contests, because they are completely subjective, they need to have an objective KPI, meaning objective measurement of the kind of measurement of success. So when you create some kind of contest like that, we need it should not be judged by some jury. It should be judged either by a whole community through, let's say, the global, like some kind of, basically the measurement tool. And the best measurement tool, I think it's a gas. So, and I think in that respect, I think even better to create just a quadratic kind of solution for this kind of support. If you have like websites around Freeton and you want to kind of give some token to this website because they're doing great work, create just smart contract for each of them, a kind of donation smart contract where the community, the giver would quadratically follow. But it should be something measurable and something involving the whole community, or some. It's just an example. You can create something else, but it should be reflection of what community thinks, not what judges thinks, because you cannot really judge this.
Yeah, I agree, but let's try to stick sort of to the agenda. Absolutely. And that's a good idea. How long is that going to take? But to answer the question that Roman brought up is that it's probably not a good idea to do it as a decentralized support, meaning a hindsight contest. It's probably better to actually put the parameters in and the requirements in now. The trick here is that it has to be a very, very well thought out, thought through contest, and not just some generalization, so that people can submit the right work that's required.
Yeah, Ron, that's actually the point, that we have a group of people, and I hope that that group of people will create such ideas. So we need ideas. We need some kind of, not a plan, but what kind of a plan?
Yeah, it is a plan.
How we'll support.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So now it's time. One month came from the time when current like previous instance of weapon design was stopped. So what's next, guys?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Also, we have help. There's new blood that's come in. I know Ben Sunderland is here from Dune and OLabs. I know he expressed some interest in trying to help develop the website. Please ping him or Ben.
Again, Ron, not develop a website, to create support of different websites. Because again, developing a website, I mean, it's
we don't need to develop websites. Yeah, the community developing websites already. It's like, and we'll continue doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, websites.
Yes.
Just my only 5 cents on this is we should have both support for different websites, as well as we should have proper onboarding for the newcomers. As Mitya was saying, like, I mean, you're supposed to, like, it's supposed to be smooth onboarding still, as well as obviously have links to all the community sites. So I think we should pursue both goals simultaneously. That's kind of my 2 cents on this one.
So it means that we can run a contest for onboarding. That's exactly what Mitya said. So let's do two good 3 places and run a contest for developer onboarding, explanatory website. I don't know how to say it. That's
different users onboarding, to via different places, because they're not the same. Like onboarding of a developer and onboarding of a general, like a user for wallet or some other user type is completely different. It should be completely different. They cannot be the same, and it cannot be served through even one website, I believe.
So essentially, just simplifying the process of actually getting.
It's not simplifying the process. It's first of all creating the flow for each user type, and then supporting this flow in the best simplified way. Because simplifying for developers is not the same as simplifying for users. I will simplify for the developers, and no one will ever use it.
I think, guys, you're talking about the same thing, just with different words.
Yes.
I understand what Ron is saying. Just like, you're talking about the same thing.
I think it's a language thing, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, basically just making it simple for people to get where they need to go.
Yeah, basically with simple words. Yes.
So Nikita, I have no time to participate in weapon design, but on that first discussion, I can help with ideas and to push this forward, because we need really some plan for that.
Okay, let's cut this conversation a little short. We have one question from Michael Kabanov that's coming in. Let's go ahead, Michael, and then we need to get to the presentation.
It's really not a question. I was just wanted to add to Mitya's words about free TON review, because I'm now preparing to participate in the decentralized PR contest. And the thing is that Mitya is totally correct, that there is no understandable, easy to read and catch the main key points of free TON. And really yesterday, I thought that maybe we should run a contest which should be named, say, free TON review. Like we had an essay, but it was just like more just fantasies or some views on how it might be, why it should be. While we need just for my like a 2-page document which describes, okay, this is
I have a better idea. Let's run a contest for a Freeton white paper.
But let's
like
first of all, let's Mitya,
in our philosophy. Wait. In our
no,
philosophy.
raise your
Michael,
hand. Raise your hand.
Okay.
Okay. Don't cut people off. Raise your hand.
I'm just adding to the idea.
Okay. Just that's fine.
Yeah,
Just raise your hand.
it's sort of a white paper, just for common folks. A thing called Freeton review is more understandable. But okay, if you want to call it white paper, sure.
Oh, because no, I don't want to call it white paper. I'm just saying that in order to write something like that, we need a white paper. Simply because what we have right now as a technical overviews currently is they're all based on what? They're all based on either original Telegram white paper or some plus something that someone understands from what's going on, because we have changes in the lot, right? So we have like depools, we have a lot of changes.
And in the bottom, no one really understands what's up.
Exactly. So in order to write something like that, if you were talking about technical review, for example, there are very few people who can do that. And Wiki, for example, cannot do that. And I started to review Wiki work on that part. And I quickly realized, I dropped it because I quickly realized that in order to really do that, we first just need to write a white paper. And we can write run a contest for a Freeton white paper. We will be the only crypto project which will have 200 white papers, which I think is great in our philosophy of decentralization. I will participate.
We had such idea in the last summer to create the contest for the one pager.
Hang on one sec, Roman. I'm sorry. Let's go back to being a little, I don't want to say formal, but let's just follow the process. Pavel, you have your hand up. Please go.
Yeah, thank you. Again, guys, you probably spent quite a time now. It's very important. Many ideas shared, many ideas appeared. I only ask to do it in a proper format with that sub-governance. So many people in those groups, there were like a lot of tokens which were previously transferred to that sub-governance for different reasons. It went well, but the idea is that community needs that activity. So please agree timing for a call, and let's sum up all those ideas. I will participate in few first calls because I said it's very important. So let's do it a regular process, not like once a month we remember about it.
Thank you. Okay, I think we went from having presentations and then having Q&A to having Q&A and then having presentations, but we still have to have a Q&A at the end. So Mitya, you have some tech updates that you wanted to share.
Sure.
Please
so
go.
There are very few like small updates. So first of all, in PR contest, we are finishing writing debots. I will explain why it took a little bit longer. We had a debot, I tried it, and I quickly realized that in the form that this debot was kind of done, I don't think a lot of PR people will be able to use it. You had a list of every of the key pairs. You had to keep like a list of public keys, and it just was a mess. So we created an easier debot. With the easier debot, you will only need to have one seed phrase, and all the keys will be. We actually changed the engine, debot engine for that. We had released a new SDK with this debot engine for that. And now any debot can now have access through the SDK interface to the HD path creation of the HD path keys derivation. And so it actually opens for the programmers of us. It opens a lot of opportunities for debots as well. So now you can create a string of it. It's also important for TIP2 upcoming contest. Now you can create many contracts, different contracts with the same code for the for the same key pair. Now, root key pair. So we are finishing that. The debot should be ready today, finally, but I didn't test it yet. So before it will be released, I will want to run a test. So hopefully today, if not then tomorrow, and then the prolongation. Ron, I mentioned you in the forum. Yeah, we need to prolong the contest by 2 weeks. Yes, new dates are there in the contest. So that's about PR contest.
Say that again. With the
PR contest need to be prolonged for 2 weeks.
Well, you make a proposal and
it is in the forum, with the mentioning you mentioned there. So just check your forum.
There's a lot of stuff on the forum.
I know.
Bring my attention to it.
I mention you. I don't know how else to bring it to your attention.
Well, you know my Telegram ID.
I will drop you a link, Ron.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's about PR contest. Now, next is the DGO. I have posted, well, an updated draft for BFT governance. There's a lot of discussions. Thank you, everyone, for participating. Really important feedback, which I'm trying to incorporate. And that's still in draft form. I must finish this BFT governance, and special thanks to Andrei Lashin for incredible, helpful review and some clarification on the math side of things. I especially mentioned him in the work as well, and so thank you. And this so by the end of the week, I will finish the draft, which will be second edition of the BFT governance. Now, I already published a draft of the contest of the implementation. Now, this is just a draft, and we will. But I wanted everyone to be involved as soon as possible. And again, by the end of this week, we should finish this draft, add everything we want to add there, and start the contest next week, hopefully, for the BFT governance set of smart contracts. So that's about it. If you have any questions, just shoot. And about the Rust Cup, of course. Okay, so we have started a network on the Rust Cup. We started updating, accepting new kind of giving up the tokens, and some people started to join the elections, and some joined. Meantime, we have found several issues because we kind of continuing adding a lot of stuff into that. And what we have done is that in order not to restart the network, we have started updated the nodes run live with these patches of the new software, and we broke the network in this process. Now, because this process broke the network, we of course had to review what was wrong with that, and that took another 2 days. We have finished our review by now. We're running some, and they fixed all the fixes. We're running an experiment right now in the cloud, and once it's finished, we will just redeploy the new RustNet. It will be the easiest and fastest way to do that, and you will have few days anyway. And the Rust Cup will start from a rolling start. I mean, I'm not going to explain what rolling start is. You should take your Wikipedia with you now. But how it will be done in the kind of blockchain space, you will need to wait and see. So basically, it means that the green lights will just come on, and that is the game will start. So there will be no special kind of announcement apart from that. So that's the update. So from me, I think.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. That covers the topics. And now we can move to Q&A, even though technically it already started. So I saw some hands up and then they went down. Does anybody have a question in the chat that they want to ask now?
I just answered all the questions, you see.
Okay. Well, maybe. Let's see. Does anybody have a comment or a question or anything they'd like to say? There we go. Katya. Katya, go ahead.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm sorry I won't take a lot of your time. I just wanted to tell you about the contest that SMM Subgovernance has launched very recently. one week ago precisely. That's a contest for the articles for the afternoon, for the Hackernoon, with at least one reference at FreeTON, at our project. And the point is that all participants must write an article. No, first they have to get acquainted with the rules of that platform, Hackernoon, with the target audience of some people interested in technologies and people interested in maybe cryptocurrencies. And that's basically the target audience that we need at the moment. And that's why we chose this platform. So participants have to get acquainted with the rules of the platform, of how to publish an article there and how to do this. And they have to write an article with, as I said, at least one reference to FreeTON. It can be either fully devoted to the project, to some maybe features, to some advantages, or it can be just like more native, devoted to some technology, and with at least one example of FreeTON. And that's basically it. And if someone of you wants to participate, or if you know someone who might be interested in that, who might want to participate, please let us know. I will, if you don't mind, I will send a link to the chat to our
please do.
Yeah, so you can find all useful links there, links to the contest. Sorry, somehow it doesn't work. So link to the forum page. There you can also ask questions, and everybody's welcome. So that's probably it. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I saw that. And Roman, I think you actually made a announcement about that, didn't you?
Yeah, I discussed this Hackernoon. They're very interested in the partnership with the FreeTON, and they're creating the proposal, and I hope it will be published this week.
Yeah, maybe even toss that into the YouTube channel during the stream right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Thank you, Katya. Thank you very much. Okay, yeah, that's exciting. I did see that. Okay, well, we do have a couple questions from, actually one question from YouTube, which is, when will the RustNet restart?
I just answered that.
You did, okay. Is the dpress dbot ready to be public, or was it published, Ed? And you did. I know you did answer that. I'm reading them. I have to read them because otherwise.
It's okay.
And that's all we have from YouTube. Do we have anything from?
I said I had answered all.
Yeah, that's yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah, you predicted it. Any more comments or questions, or else we're done? Oh, there we go. Michael, go ahead. Michael put his hand down. Okay, you answered it without even answering it.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Just forgot to turn my mic on. So there was a discussion about supporting different websites, the activities of local communities, of like media websites about FreeTON. That's a great idea that should be formalized. Well, it has been discussed for a while already. But my question is, I just want to hear other views on the matter. We have some developers in our community that are offering different solutions that people are using. Those solutions are not that mass adopted due to, maybe the community is too small or something. But like if they have 500 users, how can we support them? Not giving them the grants, as we are against that, but they're doing the work on a daily basis. But what should be the best form for us to support them? That's really the question.
I can take this, Mikhail, since we already talked about it. Just develop an idea how you can show your performance on chain of a project, and then get support based on chain performance.
I really didn't understand your comment on that.
Oh,
I have
it's
no
it's
idea
very
of
it's
what-
very it's very no, it's very easy if you understand that some tool is useful and used by people and that can be evidenced on chain. Then you can propose that support. You can initiate that support program, and this is it. So you will develop something. You will be fun. You will get on based on KPIs evidenced by on-chain activity.
The thing is that the solutions which we are talking now about, I think they do not track the activity on chain. The only metrics available is by the store, and that's it, because it's should be secure and safe. So the solution is not tracking anything.
You should no, but that's not the point. You don't need a solution to track. Like if you're tracking on chain, it doesn't make it less secure. If you track it off chain, that's what makes it less secure. But if you track something on chain, you need to think about how you create trackable events on chain, and then everyone can how Surf tracks the users. Like for example, like Surf does not track anything in the like inside the application, and we meticulously putting down everything that potentially can track. Now we're working on Firebase elimination because Firebase is tracking something without our knowledge. Like, so we want to get rid of that as well, for example. But you have smart contract which Surf is using, and by that we know that Surf now has more than 18,000 users holding more than 15 million tokens in the wallets, active users. How do we know that? We don't have any Google Analytics on that. We're just tracking the Surf smart contract, and from there we can see in general how Surf users are using the TON blockchain. You should think about the same kind of things when you want to track something on chain for the usage of your whatever you create, right?
Extension. I guess it's about extension. That extension can deploy some special wallet with some signature. You can change one bit,
Exactly,
and there will be a new hash, and that will be your mark of your wallet.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can do the same thing as Surf, for example. Just take a multi-sig wallet. It's an open source. Change one bit in it, like put something in there which does not affect anything, like one
Like a marker, okay.
one bit marker, yeah, and that will create a new hash, new contract, and then you can there is an SDK, the GraphQL can filter by hash contract code, and you will see everything. Of course,
Okay,
it is not 100% perfect solution, because someone else can like take your contract because it's an open source and use it as well, and that will a little bit like augment your statistics upper-wise, right? But well,
Okay, thanks.
still it's just an upper.
But you can add but you can add some other metrics like exchanges, activity of such contracts. So
yeah, of course. Now then you can use whole GraphQL power to actually track the activities of your users inside the blockchain, and can derive some data from that, and enhance your product, for instance, and stuff like that, without actually tracking the user and jeopardizing user privacy.
Okay, thank you.
Ben, how are you, mate?
I'm good, buddy. Yourself?
Good, excellent.
Yeah, excellent. Less of a question from me, more of just a very quick update on the Dune network side.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so was it last night we pushed the new upgrade, which should basically, well, it's the first wheel turning, so it should set the network to proof of authority as per the proposal originally. So that's a big development on our end, really sets everything in motion. Also, we need to just quick humble brag from my end. I put out a very quick little Medium post this morning, which I think has been retweeted very kindly by the Freeton Twitter. Yeah, just checking. Obviously, it's just a real quick guide for newcomers, because I know everyone says it's very overwhelming when you first come to Freeton, trying to get your head around everything. So yeah, and on the note of that, thank you to everyone in the kind of Telegram groups who's been so kind in helping all the Dune people coming across so far. Obviously, yeah, please, more of that from everyone as much as we can. You know, the Dune people are really eager to get active and get involved in everything. So, you know, the more the merrier in that. And if anyone sees anything I've missed off my little article, feel free to drop me a message. I can always update it. So.
Thanks, Ben. And I think that goes back to what we were talking about the website, right?
Ben, you should participate in this Hackernoon contest. Maybe write an article about the Dune, Freeton merger. And
Ben's a best-selling author.
Yeah,
as
exactly.
as of yesterday. Yeah.
Well, best-selling new release of the day, but
don't downgrade what I just said. I'm giving you a boost. Come on.
Yeah, but no, one step ahead of you there. I did actually sign up for Hackernoon myself. I'm not sure if I'm the only person also with the PR contest who's possibly a little bit. I've looked over it a couple of times. Is it something that's running for many months, or is it a one-off thing?
Well, it's a different contest. You can participate in both, actually, with the same article, by the way, or articles.
Yeah, I know.
One is the SMM group which running for Hackernoon, which was just explained by Katya, and another is a PR contest which will run monthly, hopefully, monthly with some interlock, whatever. But yeah, the first is running now, will be prolonged, and you can submit both.
Yeah, excellent.
But
Already
for
on
the
it.
article, but for the PR contest, you will need some key community member to review the articles if you want to, because they need to kind of sign it off. It's just a procedure like that. It's all described in the contest, but it's so before you publish on Hackernoon, you actually first need to publish it in PR contest. First need to give it someone to review from community members, key community members, which is listed in the forum. There are just names that people threw away through there, and then you should submit the article in this dbot that hopefully will be available today. The text of article first, it will be encrypted for your key. Then it should be signed by this community member, a public key, and then you can publish it everywhere. And then by this, you ensure that you participate in the PR contest as well.
Fantastic. I just wanted to make sure I was understanding it correctly. I've had a couple of questions from a few other people about it. So yeah, fantastic. Should see a few entries coming in for some of these from myself and possibly a few others over the next few days then, guys.
Excellent.
Awesome. Can I correct you? Hackernoon is a blogging platform, so it is out of the decentralized.
Is it really? Don't they have editorial review?
No, I think that it's user-generated content, so it's okay for these SMM contests, but it's still sort of a blogging platform. Like,
if they don't have editorial review, then yes,
it's not. They do actually. They do have an editorial review.
If they do have editorial review, that it doesn't matter that it's user generated as long as they have an editorial review.
Oh, okay, thank you.
And can I please ask people to not call it depress? How about DPR? There
is no Telegram group for PR contest.
There isn't. But why not? Why? Hey, that's a good idea.
Why won't you create one? Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah. Takes 5
Timothy,
seconds.
please go for it.
Okay. I will think of creating one.
Yeah, please create one and share a link, and everyone will be happy to join and discuss, of course.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, might actually set a precedent for more.
Okay.
Do I hear a competition, a community voice starting? We'll see. Okay. Does anybody else have something they'd like to say or ask a question? If not, We are done in an hour. My goodness.
Excellent.
This is our fourth, I think, out of 40 that we managed to do. Guys, gals, everybody, thank you very much for coming. We will see you next week. Have a wonderful rest of your week, wonderful weekend, and get some rest, and we'll all see you back here at exactly the same time on Tuesday. Goodbye.
Thank you,
Cheers,
everyone.
guys.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Bye.